Stay tuned because Good Sports is coming next.
Good Sports was recorded on Wednesday, April 20th.
Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. I am Steve Fish. I'm the publisher of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. Today we're here at Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness. The physical therapists at Core don't just treat symptoms, they treat the whole person. Treatment plans are customized specifically for each patient and their unique needs. At Core, they educate you about your issue, create and implement a program to help you, and empower you to prevent future occurrences. Core Strategies Physical Therapy is located at 10400 West 103rd Street, just on the east side of 69 Highway. For more information or to set up an appointment and no doctor referral is needed to set an appointment, call Core at 913-322-4000 or visit their website, coreptkc.com. Now, before we get started with the show, I want to tell everyone that our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness can be picked up at over 700 locations in KC, and it's absolutely free. Also, this month, KC Sports celebrates our 19th straight year as the Sports Illustrated of Kansas City. Now, in our hockey report presented by the KC Ice Center, we write about the programs at KCIC that have raised the skill level and competitiveness of young hockey players in Kansas City. In our Sporting League Summit Soccer report, we write about the Sporting League Summit Soccer Academy, which resembles a European soccer academy and helps the club identify and develop the best youth soccer players in the area. Now, you can visit our website, kcsportspaper.com, to find a link to a list of locations where you can find Kansas City sports, or you can actually check out a PDF of the entire issue on our website, too. And I also want to mention that you can now get a free subscription to the digital version of Kansas City Sports and Fitness. Just visit our website, kcsportspaper.com, and sign up where it says Join Our Fan Club. Then watch your email for the next issue of Kansas City Sports. So we're here at Core Strategies, Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness, and we're joined by one of the owners and one of the physical therapists here. She is Danielle Debbrecht, and Danielle is free from taking care of a patient right now, and she joins us. Welcome to the show.
Thank
you for joining us. I appreciate that. So there's a lot of PT, physical therapy businesses that are out there in Kansas City. What sets Core apart from those?
Yeah. Well, I think there's a couple of big things that kind of our founding values. And one of that is we're passionate about movement. We really look at movement and not just treating the symptoms where you're starting to have pain, but looking beyond that and figuring out what in the system isn't working efficiently or isn't well controlled that led to those symptoms in the first place, and treating that at the same time we treat the symptoms, so that hopefully we're managing recurrence issues a bit better, so people aren't cycling through episodes of pain every 6 to 12 months or longer. That links right into what we do with our sport performance programs as well. We're just trying to identify those deficits before they actually become painful in a lot of our athletes.
Right. Yeah. And it's all about having it all lined up and doing it right.
Exactly.
So what type of patients do you usually see? Is it across the board, little ones to older ones?
It is all across the board, from some of our youngest kids are 5 and 6 with orthopedic injuries. Maybe they had an arm, fracture, or they're going through some, growth pains and those types of things that we're helping with. All the way up to, I have a golfer right now who's 90. So, and he just shot his age last week, so he's pretty happy. So, it really is all across the board. It's, our passion is movement. So if you move, we want to help you move better at whatever level you're at. And it's different for everybody.
Right, yeah.
But the fundamentals are still kind of the same.
So each month, you guys contribute a story that appears in the monthly issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, and you can find that online. You can pick it up at over 700 locations. You can find it online at kcsportspaper.com. And Scott Moreland, who's one of your physical therapists, wrote an article about dynamic stretching. Obviously, it's outdoor, and the kids are playing baseball, and people are exercising outside, and they're working in their yards.
Yeah.
But all those activities can lead to injury if you don't stretch out.
Yeah.
He talks about warming up and its importance, and it's obviously called warm up for a reason because, you're warming up your muscles. But what goes on inside And what do you need to do before you jump into action?
Yeah. Well, I mean, basically, we just want to get the body warmed up to temperature and ready to handle whatever task that you're going to do. So if we're working with a golfer or a tennis player or basketball player, or, even if you're warming up to do gardening and those types of things, you want to start to simulate some of the tasks that you're going to be doing. There's kind of this misnomer that's kind of hanging around that stretching always has to be static, where you just put tension on a muscle and hold it. That's actually the worst thing to do right before activity. That's a great thing to do when you're cool down, when you're actually trying to, lengthen a muscle or change a connective tissue. But pre-activity, that actually can increase injuries. So we want to actually see that prior to workout, people are being a little bit more dynamic in what they're doing.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So in the article it says, and you mentioned static stretches can increase the risk of injury. How does that happen? That if you do them first, what's going on?
It just changes how the brain communicates really with that muscle.
Really?
Yeah. So what we're seeing is that after a stretch, there's an inhibition phase of that muscle. And so the last thing you want to do is be turning a muscle off before you're going to go actively, rapidly fire it in sport. And so that's where the dynamic stretching, really became important, in the last 10 or 15 years. And it's starting to become more common knowledge. We're finding more and more people, when we look at their warm-ups, are doing a bit more dynamic, which is good. But there's still some holdouts there with some static stretching that isn't necessarily most appropriate before activity.
So what's an example of dynamic stretching if you're a golfer, if you're a basketball player,
Yeah,
if you're a baseball player?
So with a golfer, we'll do some different small rotation drills, starting with turning the shoulders and turning the hips at various degrees. With our basketball players, we might do some drills up and down the court where you're doing high knees, or you're doing some shuttle drills side to side. So just, again, getting the body prepared for whatever type of task it's going to encounter during the actual sport. So
I gotcha. Yeah. I know. I guess I used to do that and didn't know that I was doing it when I was. I played recreational hockey and I was a goalie, and I had this regimen of things that I did before I went on the ice, which were the motions that I was going to basically go through.
Exactly. Yeah.
So pat myself
I
on the
know,
back
right?
there.
Sometimes intuition is
Yeah,
best.
who knows? Who knew? So somebody comes to you guys, and obviously dynamic stretching is the way they do it. You have a number of different sports programs to assist people. Golf is one of those things.
Yeah.
I've been to many golf courses over the last week or so, and they're very, very busy. I'm going to be out at a couple of golf courses.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So let's talk about the goal that you have for your golf program, and people can get that right now.
So what we do in all of our sport programs, and specifically with our golf program right now, is we're taking people through a movement screen to kind of identify impairments that they might not even know they have. Because again, maybe they haven't become painful yet in sport, but they're the limiting factor that might be forcing you to move slightly different as you rotate through your golf swing, and that's part of your sport, performance issues. So, what we really want to do is find how the body is moving, how the brain is coordinating movement, and really, if you think about golf, it's a perfect sport to really understand the timing issue.
Right.
Most golfers aren't. It's not that they're not strong enough to hit the ball. I mean, obviously, if you have perfect timing and you add strength and power to it,
sure,
it's the perfect combination. But my golfer, who's 90 and just shot a 90, he's strong enough to play golf, but it becomes focusing on the timing and focusing on the coordination aspects that you can control, and you can still perform. So with even some of our elite players, it's really fine-tuning that timing, and that comes down to really identifying what strategy the brain is choosing to produce movement. And if it's not choosing an ideal strategy, why is that? Is there a restriction? Is there a weakness? Is there some other impairment driving that?
Sure. So if we were to present this program to a golfer, many of them might come back and say, I already work with a pro. What's the difference between working with a pro and doing your program?
It's just kind of layering things in. So a lot of times when we're looking at movement control, we're wanting to link it to some of the sport performance technique drills that the golf pro might work on, or with our runners that our running coaches are working on, because we want to make that integration. But a lot of times the coaches don't know specifically why certain movements aren't happening, and that's where we come in to really help them. So the best results is really that collaboration where we bring the sports specialists together, the technique specialists together with movement specialists that can really refine how the body moves and then how the brain processes movement.
And you also say, and this is on your website, that a lot of people say, well, I already have a workout program, but you might not be working out the right parts.
Yeah, it's interesting. We kind of see, two different types of groups. Sometimes people will think, oh, I love this. This is what I really need. And it's the thing that they already do the best, but they drop out the things that their body really needs, And then you have the other end of the spectrum where people will do a ton of stuff that they can't control at all because they perceive it as hard,
right.
But they're just not necessarily getting a training effect because it is in fact too hard that their body's not really getting the desired effect. So
it's complicated putting all the pieces together.
It is.
But you do it here at CORE.
Exactly.
Give us the information, Danielle, on how they could reach you, how they can set up an appointment.
So the best way to reach us, to find out more information or set up an appointment is via our phone number. So that's 913-322-4000. And then you can check out our website at coreptkc.com for kind of a general information about all of our programs, physical therapy and sport performance programs. And then if anybody wants to reach me, they can reach me on my email, which is Danielle, DANIELLE, at coreptkc.com.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, we're going to take a quick break, but we're going to come back and talk with the other owner of CORE Strategies, who's also a physical therapist, Jennifer Westerberg. But you're watching or listening to Good Sports, the KC Sports and Fitness Magazine show. We're coming to you from CORE Strategies Physical Therapy, located at 10400 West 103rd, just on the east side of 69 Highway. Call CORE at 913-322-4000 or visit their website, coreptkc.com. I'm Steve Fish. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. We'll have more of Good Sports after these messages. Come on out to the Kansas City Ice Center and skate on the outdoor pavilion or the indoor ice rink. And sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes at the Kansas City Ice Center. The KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information on public skating times, to register for classes, or schedule an upcoming party or group event, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. That's 913-441-3033. These days, we're all so busy and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. And right now, get a free deep tissue laser treatment with your initial visit. Just mention KC Sports when you make your appointment. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, call 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. Experience a touch of the Ozarks at Winterstone Golf Course in Independence. And sign up now for Winterstone's major series tournaments. And visit winterstonegolf.com for daily specials and great offers. For tee times, go to winterstonegolf.com or call 816-257-5755. People today use hundreds of sources to find local information online. Have you Googled yourself lately? Bad online comments can irreparably damage you and your business. For a free online strategy review, contact Market Leverage at 816-600-0564. That's 816-600-0564. Baseball is in full swing, and we've got commentary, analysis, and features on the Royals in Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. And this month we make our annual predictions for the season. Plus we cover the Chiefs, Sporting KC, fitness, and we have ideas for summer camp activities. KC Sports and Fitness is available free at over 700 locations, plus online at kcsportspaper.com. So check it out today. Contact Sporting Lease Summit to find out how you can rent space at Z Sports in Greenwood or at the Sporting Lease Summit Performance Lab. And mark your calendars because Sporting Lease Summit Academy tryouts are coming June 7th through 9th at Swope Soccer Village. For more information on tryouts and facility rentals, visit sportingls.org or call Sporting Lease Summit at 816-554-2255. Whatever your sport, maximize your performance at Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness Center in Overland Park. The team at Core specializes in rehab and performance training for all ages and activity levels. To learn more about Core's sports-specific programs, visit coreptkc.com or call 913-322-4000.
Welcome back to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I am Steve Fish. Today we're here at Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness. The physical therapists at Core don't just treat symptoms, they treat the whole person. Treatment plans are customized specifically for each patient and their unique needs. At Core, they educate you about your issue, create and implement a program to help you and empower you to prevent future occurrences. Core Strategies Physical Therapy is located at 10400 West 103rd Street, just on the east side of 69 Highway. For more information or to set up an appointment, and no referral is needed to set up an appointment, call Core at 913-322-4000 or visit their website, coreptkc.com. Now, in our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, check out our Heartland Soccer Report presented by Market Leverage. This month, we update you on the $300 million Gateway Sports Village, which won approval from the Grandview City Council and will be breaking ground in the upcoming months. And inside this issue, we honor U.S. Army High School top performers from Washington High School, St. Pius, and we feature a future soldier who's a senior at Shawnee Mission Northwest, and he overcame cancer when he was younger and has recently joined the Army. You can pick up your copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness at over 700 locations, including right here at Core Strategies Physical Therapy, at most golf courses in KC, Z Sports, Kansas City Chiropractic, Mission Bowl, and Olathe, plus you'll always find it at the Kansas City Eye Center. Now, coming up on April 30th, we will be at the Kansas City Eye Center, and the KC Eye Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. On May 10th, we'll be talking tennis at Clayview Country Club, which is located near 152 Highway and Shoal Creek Parkway at 7990 North Farley. Then coming up on May 15th, we'll be out at Eagles Landing Golf Course. Eagles Landing is located about 15 minutes from Metcalf on 135th Street at 4200 Bong in Belton. And on May 21st, we'll be at Winterstone Golf Course, and Winterstone is located at 17101 East Kentucky Road in Independence. Now, if you'd like to have us come out and tape a show at your business location, call Good Sports at 913-764-2050. And now you can view Good Sports on YouTube. Just search for the KC Sports, or the Good Sports KC channel. I get it mixed up between those things. But joining us now here at Core Strategies Physical Therapy is Jennifer Westerberg, and she is one of the PTs here, and she's also one of the owners. Welcome, Jen. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you taking the time to sit down with us and talk with us.
Thanks for being here.
One of the things that you guys do is you have group fitness classes. Fill us in on what's available, and this is just something that, it's just the fitness type of thing. So
Sure.
People can come and sign up for these classes and tell us when they are and what the different options are and how they can
Sure.
find out more information.
Yeah, we've got a lot of different options, and this kind of grew out of something that our patients were asking for, and then just people here in the neighborhoods were asking for a place that they could work out and know that they could do so safely. And so we have most of the classes are taught by our physical therapists here, and so we have Pilates. So behind us is some Pilates equipment. So some of the classes are done on the Pilates equipment itself, and then some of them are just mat-based classes. So we have a run-ready, a golf-ready class, different classes that target different populations. People can go to our website, coreptkc.com, to find out more information and see what times the classes are scheduled.
Easy enough, very easy. Now, I mentioned in the first segment that one of your physical therapists writes an article for every issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness. Now in March, and this issue's available online at kcsportspaper.com. He talks about lifting and bending and picking up and everybody's outside right now,
Sure.
and you're doing your gardening, you're putting the stones in,
Yep.
As you're landscaping, or just even picking up the lawn bag with the clippings and dumping
Right.
it in.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of that, and plus I'm guilty of messing up on all of these things as I set up this equipment. So I'm real interested in what we're going to talk about. The first thing that he mentioned is to obviously lift with your legs. That's
Right.
really important, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's very important because, I mean, the legs are one of the strongest parts of our body. A lot of times people keep their knees straight and bend over and pick things up. Well, that puts a lot more stress on your back. Research has shown that when I pick something up, so if I pick up, say, a 10-pound weight in my hands and it's out in front of me, that equates to 10 times that much more pressure on my low back. So
Really?
10 times 10 equals 100 pounds of pressure on my low back. That's a lot of stress on your low back if it's not ready for it, especially if you haven't been conditioning and doing activities. If we've been sitting around all winter, luckily we've had a nice spring where we can stay a bit more active, but being smart and using your legs so that you can power up, use the thigh muscles and the glute muscles to help you lift things and pick things up is a lot safer on your back.
And the other thing is to move the objects closer to you.
Correct.
Keep them closer. And how does that work, and how does that benefit?
Again, it's kind of that physics that we talked
Same
about
thing.
a moment
Is it?
ago. So
Yeah.
the closer, the shorter the lever arm is to you, the less stress it is on your body, the easier it is for you to hold and hold on to things. But it makes it tough. You have to do the best you can. But again, using your legs and being smart the way you pick things up. I mean, but even, sometimes we talk to new moms who are picking babies out of a crib. That's not the easiest thing. You can't always keep the baby close to you when you have to lean over and pick the baby up. But same kind of thing, getting the baby as close to you as you can as you pick them up. Same thing if you're picking up, the bag of leaves or
Right.
clippings that are on the ground, picking up, using your legs, keeping the load as close to you as possible decreases the stress on your body.
Makes sense. Certainly makes sense. The next one is take extra steps and don't twist.
Yeah.
Explain a situation where that might be, of value to
Sure.
somebody.
Yeah. Well, depending on and how well you move, but sometimes we want to not pivot so much. A lot of times we do pivot. Now, if we do sports, we have to be able to do that quickly. But if you're thinking about it, don't always pivot on one leg or push off of one leg. But if you can kind of, turn your body as you're moving into something, again, that decreases the stress because a lot of times, whatever weakest point we have, that's the point that's going to take the most stress. So that could be the hips, it could be the low back, it could be your knees.
Right.
So it's just being smarter about the way you move.
So don't pick that thing up this way.
Right.
Move over to it and pick it up.
Correct,
And
yeah.
Then,
Yeah.
that makes sense. And then one of the other things is pick it up like a golfer.
So now, in that standpoint, that wouldn't be like your big bag of clippings. That would
No.
be something small. So, if your shears are on the ground, you can lean over and pick it up. So think of the golfer where one leg goes backwards and they lean over to pick something up, and now they've got it, as opposed to having to go down and do a full squat just to pick something up. Because that squatting all the way down can be a lot of stress on your knees. But yeah, so if you're just kind of leaning over to pick something up and coming back up just like a golfer would, back foot goes out,
Gotcha.
hand goes down.
And of course, we all want to get help when you can. Get help from another person if you're moving something big.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, that's
Use the buddy
obvious.
system.
Yeah, that's obvious. So if you lift wrong and you hurt yourself, what's the time frame that you should consider calling you guys? I mean,
Sure.
is it a, oh my gosh, I'm hurt, but the next day you might be okay, or
Yeah.
or a couple of minutes later you might be okay, but
Right.
where's the pain threshold that
Sure.
that they should call you guys?
Well, you want to give it 24 to 48 hours and kind of see how you do, how things sort of settle back down. Great thing to do is always take some sort of anti-inflammatory. Cold packs are a great way to
Really?
decrease inflammation in that area, so you could use that, resting a little bit. But again, after 24 to 48 hours, we want to start moving again. But listen to your body. If it hurts severely and you're making, wincing faces, that's not good. But the quicker you get into therapy, the better off you're going to be. If you wait, 2 weeks, a month, now it's becoming more of a chronic condition. That takes a lot longer to get better. But give it a couple days. If it's not settling down, that's when you should call somebody. And
Right.
again, PT in the state of Kansas, like we are here at Core Strategies, you don't need a referral from a physician. So you just call us and get on the schedule. So
Excellent. So give us the information on how to reach you and
Sure.
set up an appointment or find out more information.
yeah, to get a hold of our front office and get a hold of any of our physical therapists here, you can call 913-322-4000. If you want just some general information, you can go to our website, www.coreptkc.com.
So we're talking with Jennifer Westerberg, who is one of the physical therapists here at Core and also one of the owners. You guys also work with athletic groups, and one of those is Hot Feet KC.
Sure.
Tell us about their track club. Tell us about what you guys do with them.
Sure. Well, we've been working with them for about 3 years now. And over the past couple of years, we've kind of worked and tweaked on helping them out. So this year specifically, we've been noticing what injuries we've been coming across the last 2 years when working with the track club. And their group ages 6 to 18. So there's a wide range of kids in that group. We saw a lot of hamstring issues, kind of groin pulls, that sort of thing. So this year what we've specifically done as they're getting ready to start into the season is set them up with a warm-up and kind of performance training program that we've kind of devised based on the injuries that we saw the last couple of years. So we're bringing all the kids in here, helping them. Here are the core Perfect 6 warm-up that we want you to do, working with the coaches as well so that they can see how to help those kids become stronger and faster.
That's terrific, and so that's a part of your sports performance program. I talked with Danielle about golf in particular, but that also, you also do stuff with hockey players and football players, and we've got a basketball player that's behind us right now that's participating in this. We saw him a little earlier jumping up and down, doing something to
working on plyometrics.
To
yeah, exactly.
So that's, those are the types of things. So you can help the people that are in pain.
Sure.
You can help the people that are not in pain and want to get better.
Yep.
And
be stronger, faster, quicker, or even just even for grandmas that want to be able to play with their grandkids and get on and off the floor and be able to play with them. That doesn't mean you have to have a specific injury to come in and see us. So there's all kinds of reasons why people can come in and get therapy, or the medical fitness side and the sports performance side as well. Absolutely.
So it's coreptkc.com, 913-322-4000, 10400 West 103rd Street in Overland Park. Jen, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate you having me out.
Thanks for your time.
So that will do it for our show today. My thanks to Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness, and for hosting us, and the Core Physical Therapist and owners Danielle Debbrecht and Jennifer Westerberg for joining us today. Be sure to join me, Steve Fish, again next week at the same time for Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, and check out some of our other shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. So until next week, be sure to read all about sports, health, and exercise in Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. You'll find it online at kcsportspaper.com and all over Kansas City, and it's free, so pick it up today.
Thanks for tuning in to Good Sports. Watch more episodes on the Good Sports KC YouTube channel. The Army Reserve has more than 120 unique career opportunities, so you can add to your current strengths or build brand new ones. Join the Army Reserve and you'll make a difference in your life and the lives of others. Learn more at goarmy.com/reserve. For more information, contact the Greater Kansas City Company at 3720 Arrowhead Drive, Suite B. Telephone number 816-531-3818. There's Strong, and then there's Army Strong. The Kansas Rush Soccer Club is now registering recreational players for their upcoming soccer camps and competitive players for their college ID camps. And visit kansasrush.com to register now for club tryouts in June and for the pre-tryout camp. For more information, visit kansasrush.com or call 913-764-4111. The Dugout is an indoor softball and baseball training facility in Independence featuring 3 turf fields, 6 batting cages, 3 pitching tunnels, and more. Visit thedugoutkc.com for more details. Experience a touch of the Ozarks at Winterstone Golf Course in Independence. And sign up now for Winterstone's major series tournaments. And visit winterstonegolf.com for daily specials and great offers. For tee times, go to winterstonegolf.com or call 816-257-5755. Pick up your copy of KC Sports Magazine at any of 700 locations across KC, or find it online at kcsportspaper.com. Check it out today. Are you looking for information on youth sport camps and activities this summer? Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine encourages you to check out these organizations. Horse Crazy Summer Hill Farm Horse Camp is a great way to make new friends and spend a week dedicated to nothing but horses. For more information, visit summerhillfarm.net or call 913-486-7977. Looking for something fun this summer? Say yes to bowling at Mission Bowl in Olathe. Sign up now for clinics, leagues, skill and drill camps, or high school camps. For more details, visit missionbowl.com or call 913-782-0279. Register today for the 2016 Sunflower Basketball Camp, June 7th through 10th at Shawnee Mission South. This camp is for boys ages 8 through 13. For more information, call 913-530-2067. Visit stasaints.net/summer camps to sign up now for basketball, cross country, football, soccer, tennis, volleyball, wrestling, or speed and strength camps this summer at St. Thomas Aquinas High School in Overland Park. Girls grades 7 to 12 can sign up now for the UMKC Girls Elite ID Soccer Camps in June and July. These camps are for players who aspire to play at the collegiate level. Visit umkcwomensoccercamps.com for more information. Registration is open for Clayview Country Club Summer Sports Camps beginning in July. These camps are for kids ages 5 to 12. Campers will swim, play tennis, basketball, volleyball, and more. To register, call 816-781-7939. Summer hockey camps start in June at the Kansas City Ice Center. Go to kcicecenter.com for schedules and details. Register now for summer rec and college ID sports camps with the Kansas Rush Soccer Club. And get more details on club tryouts and the pre-tryout advance camp by visiting kansasrush.com or call 913-764-4111.